Hello, welcome to another episode of Constitutionalist Podcast. I am your host, Joseph M. Leonard. That's L-E-N-A-R-D. It looks French. It's not. It's Leonard without an O. Thank you for tuning in. As Graham Norton used to say on his show, let's get on with the show! Let me start with an admission that I'm kind of confused. I was expecting this season 3, episode 136 to be what attracts you to a podcast. I'm looking for listener feedback. I thought I had done a video exclusive on that, and I would be just grabbing that and turning it into an audio version for the 25 plus audio only platforms. But if I did do a video exclusive, what attracts you to a podcast, I can't find it now. So, recording fresh. This will be short. Seriously, I'm looking for listener feedback here. What is it? What is it that attracts any of us to any particular podcast? What is it about this podcast you like or you don't like? There's umpteen bazillion available podcast episodes from so many different podcasters. And yeah, in my I'm grasping for it, Podcasting Quick Start Guide gives you behind the scenes look at what it takes to do a podcast if you're interested in that information, or if you're interested in trying your hand at podcasting. Let me grab it again. I tucked it away. Podcasting Quick Start Guidebook from me will help you do that. Or again, just learn behind the scenes what goes on putting together a podcast. So what makes one attractive? Are you looking for particular guests? Are you looking for a particular classification or genre of a podcast? A podcaster? Oh, I was starting to say, I deem you all, the listeners or viewers, the podcastees. Hashtag podcastee. I'm the podcaster, you're the podcastee, and there are guests that appear on podcasts at times. As you know, if you're watching this, or maybe this is your first one, you don't know. Saturdays, normally I drop monologues. Various topics, usually faith or politics or the intersection of both. Sometimes just a random topic that may have nothing to do with faith or politics. Guests do not have to have anything to do with faith or politics, but yeah, if they care to bring up one or the other or both, absolutely willing to talk to them. Like earlier this week, I had on Chantal Dayo, and we talked about many different things. Christian books, writing. I had earlier Steve Frazier. I forgot to make the joke. Down goes Frazier. So I forgot to make the obvious joke reference during that. But we talked health issues. Remember back in February of this year, of last year, this is 2026, February 2025, I had a couple of health weeks, but before that, health related. Since that, other health related. And Steve Frazier demonstrates another one dealing with EMFs and the such, their effect on us. They affect some far more than others. No, 5G isn't going to kill us all, but yes, it affects some people. The EMF off of smart meters isn't going to kill us all, but yes, some people are more susceptible. The Wuhan hysteria, spike proteins. I'm going to kill everybody. But yes, some are more susceptible to issues with spike proteins created left over if one got a Wuhan jab. So all of these things need in-depth discussion. And Steve Fraser, we went into health again. What attract also March, I had 3 weeks of music weeks. October of 2025, I had special books/authors weeks. Of course, before that, had on authors before, had on authors since, but I had a dedicated books/authors weeks. What attracts you to celebrity? Are you a Joe Rogan fan because of his celebrity? Did that initially attract you from wrestling days? Well known, then crossed over. Other celebrities do podcasts, other news personalities do podcasts. Does the celebrity factor help attract and bring you in as opposed to Joseph M. Leonard's, again, not French, Leonard without an O? You maybe didn't know me before my books, didn't know me before the podcast, didn't know this constitutionalist term. Did that trademark term make this show more attractive as opposed to some other ones? Perhaps you want a more folksy, common person. Yeah, I'm no major celebrity, so maybe you prefer me over a celebrity. I don't know. Reach out in the comments. Reach out at josephmleonard.us/contact. I'd prefer to hear back from you rather than in the comments or checking me out at Before It's News or JLenardDetroit.substack.com. Before It's News, tinyurl.com/JLD articles. I'd rather you go to josephmleonard.us/contact, though, so I get a direct email, have a chance to reach out back to you, interact with you, potentially have somebody on or several of you on as a listener feedback episode. Whether you like, is this your favorite show, or whomever's whatever show is your favorite show, sure, let me know. And why is that your favorite show rather than this your favorite show? I want to know what attracts you to a podcast or podcasting in general, particular genre, particular personalities. Is gender involved at all? Do you prefer hearing from males or females? That's perfectly fine. It's not a sexist. Oh my God, you're a sexist. People have preferences. What are your preferences? It's okay to have preferences. It is. Let me know what attracts you to a podcast. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up there. I'm sure there's things I should be saying, could be saying, not thinking of, but the overall point is the question: what attracts you to a can't talk again. What attracts you to a podcast? Who, what, where, when, why, and how, right? The journal. I said right again. But yeah, right at any rate. What attract the who, what, why, where, when, and how, if you look at all the journalism 101 aspects of a story, what is the story behind what attracts you to a podcast? You don't have to know the who. Well, if you listen, you know the who you listen to, the what, you know what you're listening to, the how. Sure, let me know what's your favorite platform, where, yeah, on what occasion, why. The why is the big question here, though. But at any rate, thank you all. Take care. God bless. Love you all. Announcing Constitutionalist Podcast Gear, CTP Gear, or CTP Wear, if you prefer. Headgear, like hats. Torso gear, apparel. Drink gear, mugs and glasses, and the sort. So, subscribe to CTP at tinyurl.com/subscribe to CTP. Get your CTP gear via tinyurl.com/CTP gear. And of course, get your Joseph M. Leonard Media manuscripts via josephmleonard.us/shop. And again, that's Leonard without an O. josephmleonard.us/shop. Like and subscribe to Constitutionalist Politics Podcast and share episodes. We need your help. Thank you for having tuned into another Constitutionalist Podcast show. I really appreciate that you stopped by. Again, please like, share, subscribe. We need you to help spread the Constitutionalist movement. Thank you again. Take care. God bless. Love you all.